Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I am Strictly Star George Clarke.
Yes, you are, baby.
And welcome to the Useless Hotline.
I like that.
TikTok wasn't working out for us, and neither was a studio, so we're here. Better get used to it, Buster.
Yes, we are, and the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us. Some weeks, I don't know, someone might burst in and sit on my lap. Who knows?
Oh, that would be fun.
But audio listeners, by the way, it probably doesn't actually sound too much different. We're currently not in the same room as each other.
I can't believe we've been doing this podcast for 3 years, and this is the first time that we've had to do a virtual one. That is commitment.
Oh my god, we literally just, all we need to do is change the name to the Useless Online, get rid of our studio, and we can just do it with our trousers off.
100%. I mean, I'm naked from the waist down. I don't know about you.
I've actually got a full outfit.
Oh my god, stand up immediately.
You won't be able to see this, Max, because you're on a different camera. Actually, I'll turn you around so you can see. Look.
Thank you.
That's...
Wow.
That on. But look, I'll try and show the actual camera. Look!
Wow.
Max can't see
This
a
is
thing, but look, you
incredible.
guys can. Oh!
I'm using my imagination. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Okay, I'm back.
That is incredible. I mean, firstly, welcome back to the Strictly Recap podcast, guys, where every week we're going to be dissecting and disseminating every single inch of Strictly Come. I don't know what I said. Dissecting and disseminating. Is that a word? Disseminating?
I don't know.
Oh, it might not be.
Like that, disseminating feels like the act of taking it out.
Yeah, I didn't intend. I don't know what I meant to say. But George, we watched you on Strictly for the first time last night. Woo! Oh my god,
that's pretty crazy. I was sat there in this exact outfit, genuinely.
Really? Where did you watch it?
So I watched it at home with no one.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you didn't, George.
No, I actually did. And they
George, why didn't you tell? If I knew, I would have like organized like a viewing party or something. I had no idea. I figured that you would have like gone home, or I have no idea. Did you actually sit by yourself and watch it?
Yeah, I got a Subway as well.
George, that is the most upsetting. I would have like literally thrown you a party and like done a full jamboree. I genuinely thought, I mean, for context, everyone, I'm away for the weekend. I'm on like a little staycation. But if I would have known that you were watching it by yourself, me and Andrew had more of a shindig here than you probably did.
No, so what's funny as well is they asked for us to send to the group chat / like the socials guy a video of how we're watching the show.
Oh my god, what was yours? Just you with the Subway?
Everyone's having like viewing parties. Danny Dyer's got like a little paddle with like 10 on one side, her face on the other. Vicky's there with her husband and her whole family, just like loads of stuff.
George, this makes me want to cry. What is going on?
Parties, and then I'm sat there in this outfit on my own eating a Subway.
What is going? But I have so many questions. First of all, where are the people you live with? Where are Chris and Arthur in all of this?
Arthur is in LA. Chris has only just got back this morning. I don't know where he was. I think he was away for the weekend. And Arthur and Batch are on tour.
Oh my god!
Slay the Boots, the House Down. By the way, have you seen any clips of their tour?
No, I've not.
If I really do urge you to go and have a look, because just from, I think you'd get the same from our shows if you just looked at like clips. You'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" It's just I swipe and then it's just Batch dancing to the Country Girls Make Do song, but just on stage. You know the. Drinking a beer and flicking my bean.
Yeah, I see him always doing those.
Yeah, he's dressed as an alien doing it. And then I've seen
Naturally.
him in a cowboy, like full cowboy outfit, dancing to Hot to Go.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
No.
Yeah, there's just so much nonsense. Meanwhile,
No.
Arthur the
So
whole
wait.
time
So he's
just sat on the
stolen.
sofa.
Wait. So Batcher's stolen my entire.
Shenanigans. Yeah. File a lawsuit
Who
or
the
something.
fuck does this guy think he is?
'Cause
Did he have a wig on?
You were the first person to
I
dance
yes.
in a cowboy outfit to Hot to Go.
Yes, I was. Oh my god, that's crazy. So, George, this is the most devastating news that I've ever heard. I actually can't believe that you watched the first episode of Strictly by yourself eating a Subway. Why didn't you go to Bristol?
I don't know. I don't know. I almost missed the start because I went to the gym.
Well, I missed the start. I thought that it started at 5:02, and then when I clicked on, you lot were already on screen, like, talking. So I think it started at 1:45 instead.
You must have missed all the bits that I was on screen.
No, I didn't, actually. I saw you. I did see people saying that you were not on screen as much as you should have been, and I can't help but agree, personally.
Look, I don't think that's, like... there's 15 of us that you need to get to know. If you've like put the show up to watch me, you're going to expect to have seen me for a 15th of the amount of time that the show's running.
True,
so,
true. Yeah.
And also, like, the dance, there's never going to be a group dance that has everybody in equal amounts. Like, I get people being like, oh, but it focused on this person, it focused on this, but all right. So what? We're not getting scored for it. It's not sending anyone home, is it? It's like we're just introing. And if any, wouldn't have really wanted it on me for any longer than it was. Because actually, that's
my favourite part
when everybody was dancing together. It was another. Can I get you, hold tight. That bit was the bit that I was best at, and they didn't show it at all. Me doing it.
Oh, my absolute favourite part was watching you in the background when the focus wasn't on you. I'd like search out for you, and you'd just be laughing like in every single shot. Because I know you so well now, I can see like different facial expressions and like what emotions that correlates to. And there were so many moments in the dance where I could just tell you were like, what the hell is going on right now?
I think starting training, I'm like, okay, so it's all choreographed. I know exactly what I'm meant to be doing. That moment on the stairs when Harry did his like, little body popping and like flicked up to us. The only direction they gave was, right, you slide across like that, stick your arm over. Some of you are spinning, some of you are sticking your arm over. Before then, just vibe, you're going to be on camera. I was like, just vibe? Like, what do you mean just vibe? so I was just like, ooh. And then I didn't get any direction for the thing. It was just like swing your arm across. Because obviously they're not going to go too in depth. Like they obviously after when you're in training, everything gets like, no, that's wrong, do this, do that.
Yeah.
There it was just like, just swing your arm out, mate, go for it.
Oh my god, no, I absolutely loved it. I thought, obviously I wanted to see more George, but also it's a TV show and pacing exists, people. Think about it. If you know that a big group of people are tuning in specifically to see one person, like there is a demographic of the show that probably don't normally watch it that are going to be watching it solely for you. You do just want to tease that person a little bit as like a producer or whatever. Like you want to put them at the end of segments so that all of those people watch the whole show. You also want to make sure that you don't give too much of them all at once, because then people might be like, all right, I've seen George do Strictly, like I'm not going to carry on watching. But now all of these little fangirls are going to be like chomping at the bit for another slice of Strictly pie next week. Don't know why I'd say Strictly pie.
I'd like to think that may be the case, but I think it's also just luck of the draw. There's going to be some people that are going to be end of the show anyway. Like it is.
But when you see bloody Robbie Rotten or whatever, what's he called? Like Stevie Pete down the market. What's
Robbie
he called?
Rotten, Tom Skinner.
What's he? Yes. When you've seen him like 20 times talking about like what he's ordering at a cafe or something, it's like, come on, show a bit of George, show a bit of something. Do you know what I mean? But I get what you mean. You know, it is luck of the draw.
We're viewing it from my English language. GCSE teacher will like me for this. When we are viewing it from our little microcosm of society, obviously without like tooting my own horn, our group of people / where we are is seeing it with like, oh, George is doing Strictly this year, whereas other people who have tuned in for different reasons, but oh, this person does. So like,
Yeah, that's true.
also, I actively don't want to be on the a screen as much as possible because
Why?
because I'm viewing it from Karen and Dave, who watch this every Saturday and have done for years, and they fucking hate content creators. I don't want to then
But
just...
no,
I'm
so sick of this.
Listen. But
Right, okay,
I don't
go on,
want...
sorry.
I don't want them to be straight in at the deep end, in their face. Ray, boo, boo. Just ease
Yeah.
in. Karen and Dave may like me by the end, but I want to ease in.
Yeah, I get what you mean. That makes sense. I think, yeah, they will. I mean, they will like you by the end because, yeah, of course, everybody thinks, oh my god. Which I did a panel the other day, and it was like an integration between like social media and like the TV world and everything, and it was all content creators and TV producers and stuff in the audience. And I said on stage, I find it really interesting that to like certain like older demographics or like certain like TV-ish like demographic sort of thing, that they view content creators as like not as valid as somebody who, for example, like is from a reality TV show. Like say if you've been on Towie versus you've built something for yourself from scratch that gets more engagement, more views, has a more engaged audience constantly around you than that person does. But because you've built it yourself and you didn't just like apply to be on a show that already has a platform, people see it as less valid, which I really don't understand that logic. Because like you have built your YouTube channel, this podcast, your entire social media thing, your career yourself. So why is that deemed as less important than someone that got like a golden ticket opportunity from a big TV show or like got cast in something randomly? Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's like... It's very even in our world there's a very vocal few who then it makes it seem like that is what everyone's viewpoint is,
Like stereotypes.
Yeah, 99% of people who I've met in TV have said that they like really respect what content creators do, and like they actively encourage me, not even being like the most successful one in the game, to give them like insight and like what can we slightly change. And I think it's I do get the thought process though, because it's the same thing with like anything. It's still a very new thing to like the older generation, and I think in their head someone like historically who's been on these types of shows and are quote unquote celebrities are sports stars, singers, actors, and anyone on TV, because TV is the way that you get into showbiz, and it's this sort of big platform. Anything else outside of that is stuff that they don't see. So, but then I guess you could put the shoe on the other foot, and I've seen people. Look, hey, I appreciate the support, but people sort of replying to the people being like, who? Being like,
well, only the one that's got more views than this, anyone that's got more views than that. I don't know anyone else other than it.
and it's like, okay, then well, you just because you're not looking at the TV side of things. It's just I think that's why I think people see it as like a competition from day one. It's
not a competition.
And it in reality, what it is just by them saying that means they've done their job and got people from different areas to bring different audiences in to just make a cast of people that are different. Otherwise, it would just be whoever's in Albert Square at that point.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very valid. I think it's so exciting. Every single conversation that I have with TV people mirrors exactly what you just said, that, you know, they are looking towards content creators. They're really interested in us. I do just find it interesting that audience reaction always is like, oh my god, they made their platform themselves. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god! And then they watch you, and then they're like, oh my god, actually, they're a decent human. Like when I went on I'm a Celeb, as soon as it was announced, the whole reaction, who the fuck is that? Oh my god! And then like 4 episodes in, they were like, oh, actually, he's a human being with normal brain cells. Like I think it's just something new, maybe at first you're like, oh no, this is my favorite show, I've watched it for 20 years, don't give me some, why is that happening?
Yeah.
But then, it's like when Joe Sugg was on it, the
think-
exact same thing happened.
I think also I'm gonna blow your goddamn mind right here with a little game, not a game, but just a question. So they were like, oh, I'm sick of all this influencer bunch. If I were to say, oh, Max, you're an influencer, I know you'd be like, can you come in like a TikToker or like a content creator or something? I don't really want to be, because they in everybody's mind now this, and even in like new like Netflix films and stuff, the whole sort of influencer character that they're trying to put in is just this really jarring, annoying, like,
hi everyone, I'm here,
hey,
I'm doing this.
it's
hey.
Historically, I guess that is what
so annoying.
The quote unquote influencer is, but
Yeah.
like most of the people that are put into those positions aren't that. So I think that in their head they're like, oh, influencer, that's what they're going to be like. And then they see you on Other Side, they see me on Strictly, they see Joe and Strictly, and they go, oh, that's actually not what they're like at all.
And honestly, there is no better circumstance than to go into a TV competition show other than like being like, what's the word? Like the opinion. Yes. But like the opinions of you being already at the bottom, because the only way is up there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's like, also, say I want to stay in this process for a longer period of time. If I enter and everyone's like, he's gonna win, he's the best, I love him, that'd be a lot of effort keeping that up for until Christmas. Being like, guys, come on, remember when everyone said that I was really cool and everyone liked me? Come on, just like, I'm quite happy chilling in the background.
People love an underdog as well. I have a feeling that you're going to be the underdog of Strictly. I've said it from the beginning. I see you in the final, so I'm not changing my prediction there. I believe in you.
Somewhat biased, but I've not really got a game plan at all. There is no game plan. It's the same as how I tackled Inside. Like, people go with I feel like Inside you need much more of a game plan. But so that was more naive on my part. But same thing I've done with it. I've just sort of do what makes me happy. Hope people enjoy it.
I think
try and put me all into it. Try and put a smile on people's faces.
I mean, I think the best advice was Chris, who won it last year with Diane, literally said, take the dancing seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, that is golden advice, because everybody who watches this show, even if they're not like professional dancers themselves, they respect the art of dance. And if you don't take that seriously, like you don't actually try, even if you're not good at it, if the audience sees you putting in the work and really trying to improve, and you're having a fun time at the same time, then, you'll only look back on it with no regrets.
Yeah. And I think even so that was last Wednesday that was filmed. Mm-hmm. I've had a week of dancing since then. Looking back at that now, it feels like ages, because we've got to remember as well, the sort of quote unquote training we had before that dance was about the same as what one day of training is in the week that we have leading up to. So and then we've had the week, the show, and then the week. So in theory, everybody should be 10 times better.
I mean, I was so shocked by how good some people already were. The Gladiator guy, I thought he was really moving and shaking. The
Harry
Emmerdale
well.
guy. The Emmerdale guy?
God. Is he Emmerdale or is he Holly? I think he's Emmerdale, yeah.
I think he's from Emmerdale, because he's the guy who got cast last minute.
Yeah, Lewis is good. He's very good at dancing.
I couldn't bloody believe it. I was, because I know obviously he's an actor, and a lot of actors also used to be performers in that like variety.
Yeah.
But geez, I was like, my days.
I think he danced in Billy Elliot and stuff like growing up.
Whoa. Oh, that's so cool. I thought that Danny Dyer was really good.
She's very good, yeah. And she like doesn't believe in it herself at all with it as well, which is
really,
it's quite endearing. She's I love Danny, yeah.
I didn't watch her season of Love Island, so I didn't really know much about her. And just off her VT, I was like, oh my God, I love this woman. Like, she's so likable. There's something about her. I was literally watching and I just loved it.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very good cast of people. The pros, it's such a lovely sort of place to be, because
It looks
not
like
only the
it.
people on in front of the camera are lovely, everyone behind the camera is so nice. I've got
Oh,
let me get you my freaking shoes right now. 1 second.
please. Wow, I'm so excited for this shoe cam.
The bloody wardrobe team I'll show you and then I'll show the camera, have put my name with a heart in my shoe.
Oh,
That's worn down.
that
now.
is adorable.
It's lovely until you realise it's permanent marker and that goes in the sole of the white sock that I put in there.
That is absolutely adorable.
But
Honestly,
it's such a lovely, yeah.
watching you all get interviewed by Claudia and Tess in that like little side stage area,
The
you all
Clauditorium.
just looked. Is that what it's called? The
I believe
Clauditorium. That's brilliant.
Strictly fans call it the Clauditorium, yeah.
Oh my god, that's iconic. You all just looked so happy and grateful and excited, and it really does just emanate joy watching it. I felt so happy for every single one of
Yeah.
you watching it.
Vicky was messaging me before the show being like, George, I'm fucking shitting it. I'm like, what's the what are you worried about? I don't know how to edit me. I'm like, well, they're not going to edit you in a bad way. I was like, I feel like you're comparing it to other shows where there has to be a storyline, there has to be a plot, there has
Drama.
to be these people who are doing this to these people. There's favourites, there's the people who play the villains, there's stuff. Obviously, Geordie Shore from a young age would have just like
Traumatised.
Yeah, but this that's what I was saying to her is no, they've got no reason to paint anyone out to be negative in any way. It just
Yeah.
seems, and I think that is. Saw a TikTok of somebody saying it. It's such a happy show to watch because there's no real sort of
Agenda.
Yeah, it's just these people being happy, these people being happy. Look, we're trying a thing. Look,
Yeah.
we're going to a fucking theme park for no reason this week, but then we're going to somehow relate it back to a Paso Doble, and it's just quite fun.
And even if like the press are attacking or like finding out negative things about people, that is not even slightly involved in the show. Like they don't even try to clickbait any moments. Do you know what I mean? Like they solely focus it on the joy between the partner and the person, the dancing skills and the friendship between the cast. And I just think it's so lovely to watch it. Imagine being like Diane and this is like your 9th year and this is your job. How much fun must her life have been for the last 10 years?
Yeah, no, there's a few of them that are veterans of the game, but yeah, I've got a newbie.
You do. What was your first thought then when you got assigned with Alexis?
Do you know she was the first pro that I met?
Oh, interesting.
So I accidentally called shotgun too early and met the others and went, shit. I would have preferred another one. I think we instantly were like, oh, we get on well, this is like fun. Yeah, when we danced with each other on the day that all the celebs and pros meet each other, everybody was like sort of doing dances and stuff, but she'd come over and be like, right, do you want to do a lift? I'm like, sure, what the fuck? And she's like, right, I'm just going to basically hop between your legs. That sounds crazy. Hop on one leg and then on the other. But it's just like,
Yeah.
but no, we got on really well. I think we both had a sort of inkling that we would have got each other, which we did.
Oh, and I think it's such an interesting advantage that you have because people are so intrigued to find out more about her, and obviously in turn you because you're paired with her. So yeah, that's super exciting.
Yeah, I think we've actually got like quite a lot in common, and I think it'd be quite nice for people to find out about her because I feel like there may be some sort of stereotypes that people may be thinking, like American dancer coming over, but she's not saying that. Now I'm so digging myself a hole. People might think that
I don't know
American
what
dancers is
stereotypes
horrible.
there are.
No, but she understands British humour quite well as well.
Ah, right, okay, I get what you mean. So, like, you mean more about stereotypes about Americans versus American dancers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not yet understood sarcasm, which is quite fun.
Oh, okay, that's hilarious. Well, I bet she's having a great time with you then. Jesus Christ. Oh
And
my
she's
God,
quite
I can't
gullible,
imagine
which
how
is-
difficult that would be.
It's good stuff.
Oh, do you know my favourite part of watching last night's show was the amount of different descriptors that Vicky would just make up? And every time I'd be like, I don't think that's a thing. I think you've just made that up. She was like, I'm cool as a cucumber with a bowler hat on. And I was like, what? Why has he got a bowler? And at one
She's
point
constantly
she said,
going, she's like, oh, buzzing like an old fridge. Like that's how she's just.
I was like, me and
constantly
Andrew
riddles them
were
off.
actually when we were like two of them in, I said to Andrew, I was like, I feel like Vicky Patterson's just making shit up. Like she's just and no one's questioning her because it's in
feel like that.
She says it with such confidence that I wouldn't question whether that's like a childhood saying that she grew up with. But cooler than a cucumber with a bowler hat on, I've never quite heard that one before. And it made me laugh so much. And then for the rest of the show, me and Andrew just kept pointing them out to each other like we were obsessed with it.
Yeah, no, she's she's an odd person.
Who are you spending the most time with then?
I think it would be like Vicky. We sort of have given each other sort of updates after each training, session each day.
That's lovely.
Get on really well with Danny as well. Don't know if you saw our little launch show on 3. That was me and Danny were sort of either side of Vicky because she was. I'm about to say literally shitting herself. She didn't do a poo. She was just like very nervous before the launch show. So we were there. Messaged Karen Carney a few times. Get on really well with Karen Carney.
I love the Doctor Who lady.
Oh,
What's she
Alex
called?
Kingston is
I love her.
She's so lovely, and she's so unintentionally funny just because of how sweet and lovely and nice she is. That there's so obviously it's pre-recorded the launch show. There was questions that Claudia and Tess asked people that I think they asked everyone like 3 or 4 questions, kept like 1 or 2 of them in each. But they asked Alex one, and it was so good. Her response, I think. So somebody came around beforehand backstage, just like sort of just speaking to us, and they were like, and they'd just be like, "That's good. So we're gonna get Tess and Claudia to ask a question. If you could just sort of lead into that story." And you'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realise this was how this conversation was going, but sure, that works." But in a weird way, you're like, "Oh, I just have to basically just be as I was in a normal conversation there." So that kind of works. But I think it might have been Tess, might have been Claudia. It's one of them asked, sort of teed up with, "So you, your family, your friends, they're big Strictly fans, right? How did you tell them that you were first doing it?" And then she led on to the story, but the way she delivered it is so good. She was just, "Well, so of course, yes, I was actually at my friend's husband's birthday, and we were, and I know he's a massive fan, so I thought I'd give him a little birthday gift. So I waited till everybody was asleep, and then I snuck into his room, and I told him I had a secret to give him, and then I could see him getting stiffer and stiffer, and we all just wet ourselves, and she was like, "No, with fright."
I wish they put that in.
And we were I can't even remember what she said after that to try and save it, but it basically just doubled down on the bit, and we were like not helping Alex, and it was just so
That's
funny.
so funny.
Claudia was just like wetting herself, just like said something like back. It was so good, but yeah, she just was like mortified afterwards, which is why I think if you see on that when they were asking Alex questions when she's by herself, we were all just like finding it more funny than you'd expect us to for what she was saying, because we were just recovering from her previous story. It was literally 3 minutes that she was sat there speaking, and it was just getting worse and worse.
She seems so lovely. Like, her saying that she wasn't sure whether her partner, I can't remember, was it Johannes?
Everyone calls him Jojo.
Oh,
Love
okay.
Jojo.
See, we're found dead. Yeah, people saying like, no, she was saying, I didn't know whether he would want to be paired with me. I was like, who wouldn't want to be paired with you? You seem so lovely. And then she posted that Instagram photo with you, and I was like, oh my God. So I was like, someone defo told her like, George is like big on social media, like post that, and I was like, that is brilliant.
Oh no, I was about to say I told her. I meant I thought you could say George is a big fan. I think the second thing I said to her was, by the way, I'm a massive Doctor Who fan, so a big fan of the work. And she was like, oh well, thank you. But yeah, I've had quite a few like really nice chats with her. She's lovely. Met her husband as well. He's very lovely man. You can tell that they're like two little peas in a pod. It's just very sort of happy vibes backstage.
Oh, it honestly seems so lovely, and it's so weird watching you in that like in that world, because like you are like a happy person, but I wouldn't say that you're naturally like, woo, like, oh yeah, and we're down. Do you know what I mean? You're just so not that. So to see you in an environment where it's so normalized to just be like, yeah, at all times is so hilarious to me.
Because everybody's like happy to be animated.
Yeah, whereas you're not.
No, I'm very chill. Somebody, I think, so Yaz was watching with her friends. She was away with them for her birthday, and she said one of her friends, Nans, is like a massive fan, and she messaged her friend and was like, "Oh, I like that George chap. He seems fun and chill." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I probably look like I'm like stoned compared to everybody else, because I'm so chilled and but
No, it's really lovely, honestly. Like, you should be so proud of yourself, even just for that first episode. Obviously the stakes were not high, but it's a lot to put yourself out there like that, and I can't imagine how weird it is to have so many people talking about you and dissecting you based on something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a performance in a dance or something. So I think you're smashing it.
Thank you. But I don't think I'm ever going to get too bothered about people dissecting how I dance. I'm not a professional dancer, and
it's not really
the
like
main people that the feedback will be coming from are people who are literally trained in the field / have been judging that for years. So
Valid.
I don't think I'm ever going to be like,
What the fuck, Craig? That is not on.
it's more just going to be.
No, that is so valid.
Yeah.
That is so valid. I loved watching the show. Loved loved your little package at the start of you in Bristol as well.
Not cool. Sorry,
that was the photo that you sent me.
I said I needed a size up in the trousers, but they.
Your little package. Oh my god. Also love that they put every single person in your life except for me and the podcast in it. Literally like frigging as if KSI needs the promo. Are you joking? I'm over here, the most desperate person in the entire world, and KSI is front and center. Are you taking the mick, BBC? Like, Jesus Christ. Literally, because Andrew's family are massive fans of the show as well. So obviously from the second that you got like announced, they've been asking me about it. And I wouldn't tell them who your partner was, obviously. So they were like, oh my gosh, that we're placing bets on who it's going to be. We're placing bets on, like, they were so involved from the very beginning. And I think Andrew's like niece or something just sent Andrew via his auntie, I think, this girl's like 6 years old, sent Andrew a message like, absolutely loved it, think that George wore yellow and blue so that Evie could see him, because dogs are colourblind, aren't they, and the only colours they can see are yellow and blue. And I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
Has she been tested for anything?
I did think it was an interesting perspective from a child, like quite a big leap. But no, it's
Are you
so
sure
cute
that
to
was
see it.
not AI or something? What a strange thing. Well,
It was cute. It seemed cute in the moment. Now I'm rehashing it. I'm thinking that's a very interesting, a very intelligent child that knows that level of detail. But no, it was
they've
it was
got a
very
child
cute.
genius on their hands. If their immediate thought is,
Oh gosh.
perfect,
Oh well, I'm so excited. So next week is the first live show then. Oh, I can't wait.
Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to send you specifically yourself?
Yeah.
Me dancing.
Please, and I can blind react to it. Well, obviously I can't show the.
Yeah, you won't even be able to hear this. We won't even be able to hear the song. But
Send it to me via iMessage, and I can get it up on my laptop, so that there's no chance of it accidentally playing.
This is where we're currently at. We've obviously got another week. And what's weird is I look at this video and I can I like each time we filmed what we're doing, bear in mind we're only a week in, and I'm not saying to a layman it looks perfect, but instead of just being like, oh, that doesn't look right, because of the way that it's like repetition and it's like layered on top of, right, now focus on this, now focus on this, now you got that right, focus on this, and it becomes like muscle memory. When something's off, I can now see what it is that's off, so we'll be looking through it, and she'll now just be sort of like looking at me as something goes wrong, or like, yeah, I need to sort of extend my arm a little bit there, there's a bend there, I've gone too low, feet together there, and it's so strange to be in that position, but there you go.
It won't. Oh, come through. Right, I'm watching it now. One sec.
Okay, you can't describe.
I won't
the
say
dance
anything.
style.
I won't.
Can't,
I won't even know what to say.
You can't
right, I'm
say
watching
what
it.
the song is either.
Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! I love this song, first of all. Oh my god, you look so good! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry when it's actually on the night. I can already tell. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so cool! What the hell? Oh my god, this is magical. This is magical, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, George! Wow. Oh my god, your little shoes. Wow. She is so good.
She's incredible, yeah.
Oh my god. It looks so... Oh my god, that gave me chills. Oh my god, that actually gave me chills. Oh my god, wow. That is incredible. Oh, bless you. This is a skill that you're going to have for the rest of your life. Oh my god, this is amazing. Whoa! Oh my god! Jesus Christ, could have warned me. That was mad. Oh my god. That was incredible. I'm trying not to say anything that will get me illegal. Wow, that is so cool, George. Honestly, it's so weird watching you do like such a good professional like movements and everything. You look so professional in that.
Thank you, but there's so much wrong with it still. But
see, I wouldn't know. I think throughout watching the show, I'll pick up on like what is. Yeah, because I know there's a lot about like shoulders, about like neck, toes pointing, etc.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to learn all of those things as I watch it as well. That was amazing. I think that's such a cool song. No idea what dance style it is, not gonna lie. But that was I thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh my god, I can't wait. I actually can't wait.
But I think so when I first when we were doing like the group dance and stuff, people were all this like celebs were coming up to me like, because all of the, you know, what the initial sequence with all of the pros, and then the judges came out, and it was like insane. Everybody was just coming over to me going, "Your pro is insane."
Yeah, that was magical watching her then.
And I'm like, I know, it's a genuine problem because I feel like I'm lowering the level far too much for her. But no,
But the thing is,
lovely, yeah.
having such a talented person that you work with, who I imagine is also quite competitive, a lot of these dancers take it so seriously, that's only going to make you work harder and put more effort in.
But
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so obviously, I should say, I feel like it goes without saying, they're all unbelievably good.
Yeah.
And I feel like the thing that puts them, that I sort of respect the most about them is they're all champions in their own right. They've all sort of done different things. They've all won things. Alexis won So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh, wow.
I think there's a dancing show that Jovita won. Nadia's got like world championships under her belt. The list would go on, but the fact that they then go from that to Dancing with Us and like have the patience to be able to be like go back to literally the very start like that.
And also it's
insane.
it must be so soul crushing getting someone that you know, not to say that like, I mean, yeah, some people are cast on the show as a bit of comedy value, really, aren't they? Like, it happens every time.
I think
there's different levels. There's different levels.
I think there's a reason why when they do the interview process, they do a dance bit, because they don't want everyone to be completely awful, but they don't want everybody to be great. Like,
makes sense.
It's nice to have a sort of a
Defo.
baseline, but people be on different levels of that. It's a bumpy baseline, but it's
But I imagine if you're a professional, you're like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know if it would be an oh my gosh feeling, because it's still such a fun job. But maybe you're just like, right, okay, do you know what? Maybe I'm not going to win this year, but I'm going to have the absolute best time whilst I can. Do you know what I mean?
What's insane is you never know if people can dance that, because it's obviously there are athletic parts to it. If you want to do like a big lift, you're going to need to have some form of athleticism. You're going to have to, but I think I'm right in saying Bill Bailey won. Let me fact check that. And I think before the show, people may have been, Bill Bailey won Strictly Come Dancing in 2020. I think beforehand they may have thought, as a comedian, Bill Bailey. And on the older side, you'd have thought he's not going to be able to do much.
Yeah,
but it's insane. Like you never.
That is true. That is true. Also, Chris literally won last year, a blind comedian.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you really could never tell. And oh my god, watching him dance, that like literally made me cry in the opening thing. What was it like watching that in person?
Insane. Like it's like I'd seen it obviously online, the performance, but it's. Even the way that it's lit, Diane obviously goes out to the point where you can't see her, the whole dance floor. It's just him on the sort of like, and
that's what made me cry.
So it's so lovely, and they think they got in a shot of Yaz after the performance. Did you see?
No, I didn't.
After the performance, when they were sort of going across the crowd, there's Yaz is there just sort of like trying to stop herself from
really oh bless her. Oh my god,
she messaged me and she was like, for fuck's sake, I knew that was going to go in because I saw the camera sort of zooming across in front. But no, god, Chris McCausland was unbelievably just inspirational with that whole thing, and it's
you truly never know. And like you said, it's about the work that you put in, not what skill you come to the show with.
I think it's there's been different bits of advice that people have given here and there, but they all tend to just throw yourself into it and you'll get the most out of it. Like I think Shirley said when they asked her on the show, she said just leave your ego at the door and just build from the ground up and just give it your all.
Oh, that's so lovely. Well, it was genuinely such a joy watching it. Like, I was so excited. I just had like, it was so much fun. Everybody's VT that came up, I was like, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, put George on, please. But then I'd find myself loving finding out about all these people. I think it's such a great cast.
Oh yeah,
I'm so glad that you're a part of it.
There's people obviously that I didn't know who they were before I sort of met them, but just everybody's just so lovely and just like sweet in their own right. And I've had like nice chats with all of them. Bow's lovely, EastEnders actress. She's Chris, Rob Shaw. Just he seems like he really wants to. Him and Karen have sort of said like how do I get into socials? How do I sort of do TikTok and stuff? And they seem to like be genuinely interested in it. It's just it's nice because nobody's sort of seen me come in and just sort of like turn the nose up at me. Like everyone's just like so lovely. Ellie is the most sort of like the biggest ball of energy I've ever seen in my life.
In the interviews, she was so funny. Like she would always just like interject in like the funniest way. When she was what was it? I can't remember specifically what it was, but she was like sat next to someone and she was like made like a silly like flirty comment towards him. I can't remember what it was.
It was Lewis so when he was like, has anyone got any tickets going spare?
Yes, yeah. I was like, that is brilliant. That's so funny.
Did you see she when it came over to me, she gave me a little tap on the back.
Did she?
No, she's lovely.
Oh, it's so lovely watching you. And everybody make sure that you watch Strictly. What time's it on? What time's the live shows?
6:55, I think.
6:55. Right.
Yeah, I think.
Make sure you're tuning in, guys.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And how do we vote? Do you know that yet?
I don't. The first live show, nobody goes out, so there's no voting.
Oh, fab.
Yeah. Then the second live show is when voting starts, and I think it's no longer on your mobile. I think it's done on email. You sign up and you do it online.
Oh, okay. Oh, like an online thing. Right. Okay.
So
yeah, they'll probably let us know.
And you're probably going to say, oh, but how do they know if you've just made loads and loads of emails and you can just vote loads? Unfortunately, they don't yet.
Interesting.
Unfortunately, that's not a thing that I don't think they. No.
How unfortunate.
I don't actually know what the process is. I think it's email. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that our interns will find out one way or another. I'm sure. No, it was so much fun. I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to watch the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate everybody who's messaged and sort of tagged me and commented and everything. By the way, last night I was really nervous before the show went out because even though I'm like they're not gonna try and paint me out in a bad light. I'm like. I say and do just weird things. Like I could just come across as odd. So I was like a bit nervous, but after the show, everybody was just like so lovely. It was, it was. I'm very sort of appreciative to be in the position that I am.
Oh, and we're appreciative to have you, George Clarke. We are.
Stop it.
Yeah, can't wait for next Saturday.
How's your weekend away?
It's good. I'm in the Cotswolds.
That is literally where Yaz has just come back from. That's where she was with her friends.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh my God, we're literally on. we're in this apartment with like a fireplace that's on a lake, and it's just beautiful. Like I'm going away next week for like a work thing, so I wanted to get like a nice, calm trip. Like beforehand, so I'm so glad that we've come away. Except today's not been calm at all because for whatever reason I completely forgot that I'd scheduled to announce my new YouTube show today. So I've come here. Woo!
Performance review. Make sure you check in. Has anybody guessed who the guest is yet?
Yeah, everyone's guessed it because I made it really easy. Because I was like, I actually want people to guess because she's really famous. So I don't want people to be like not knowing.
When is it out?
It's out at 5:00 today, so it will be. By the time this is out, it will already be out.
We can talk about it then.
We can talk about. Yeah, we can. So I've been planning a YouTube show for myself for genuinely, and it sounds ridiculous that it's only coming out now. Probably around 2 years. Really? Genuine. I came up with the idea probably about a year and a half-ish ago. And I came up with the idea that I wanted to have my own YouTube interview series about 2 years ago. Things just kept happening. Like I'd start planning for it, and then loads of TikTok stuff. Because about 2 years ago, you have to remember, like, was still around the times that brands and stuff were picking up with, like, oh, TikTok's really interesting. So I'd start working on like a YouTube format, and then I'd be like, oh, but everyone only cares about TikTok. Why don't I like just focus all of this on TikTok? I'll do all my celebrity interviews on TikTok. And then I think, well, we've got the podcast, like we were going on tour, everything like that. So I had so much going on. And then when it was like last January, not this one, just gone, the one before, I really started to plan the idea, came up with the idea for a performance review. And I was so excited about it. Planned different guests that I could have on, did like a full market research strategy, everything to see where it would fit. Like, is there any shows that are similar? What show is it going to be similar to? I kind of wanted something that's a chicken shop date-esque show where it's an interview format that exists within like a silly world, if you get what I mean. Like hers is that they're on a date when they're obviously not on a date, and mine is that I am the HR department for the entertainment industry, when obviously I'm not qualified to tell anybody what to fucking do with their career. So it's silly, but I still get good moments out of the interview, if you get what I mean. And then a show very similar got released the day that I was planning to film the pilot. A show very similar by like a company got released, like an interview show that is like a HR department. And I've never I literally thought that like all of my PowerPoint documents, like all of the work I've been doing for months had been stolen and somebody had like shared it. I got so paranoid, honestly. I was like, can I trust anyone on my team? Like, who has leaked this information? Like, what's going on? And I was just so frustrated that a very similar idea had been created that I just shelved it. And I thought, do you know what? This is a sign. Don't do it. Now, as time has gone on, that idea that company was doing is kind of dead in the water. I've not seen them do anything with it in like over a year. And the idea that I've got is very different now to it. Yeah. So excited. I filmed it on the weekend that we did Reading Festival.
Yeah.
Because on the Friday I did Brittany Broski's set, and I thought that she would just be a brilliant first guest because, number one, her career is so huge and so hilarious. Like, the fact that she gets to interview... Do you know she had Cole Sprouse on her show, and then at the end of it showed him and read to him a fan fiction that she wrote about him when she was 19 years old. So like she gets these huge guests on her shows and just reveals herself to be like this chronically online like weirdo that everybody loves. So I was like, what an iconic first guest that would be. And luckily her team obliged. She was so great. It's only like 15 minutes that I sit and interview them. But I want the show... I mean, you'll be able to see like the intro. You don't have to watch the full thing, but it's my inspo was Super Nanny. That was my creative inspo that I wanted each one to be like, oh, I've heard that such a body is going to be at this location and I need to, sort them out and give them a HR review. I'm on my way. Like, that's very much the energy of it all. So it's so camp, so stupid. I put a lot of work into it. And obviously this is the first episode, so it's going to grow and change and whatever. But I'm very proud of it. So performance review.
Freaking yeah. If you haven't watched
YouTube
it
is
already,
where it's at.
Go watch it, bitch.
Hell yeah. YouTube's where it's at, guys. It's the year of YouTube. I've been saying this since I started this podcast that I'm investing into my YouTube channel, but now I officially am. And I've invested quite a lot of money into the making of this show, so I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
So, yes, that's what's happening for me right now. Andrew's pissed off because we've come for a quiet weekend in the Cotswolds, and I've been stressing all morning, making social media clips, making thumbnails, and scheduling the episode. So immediately after this, I promised him that we will go to the spa here, have like an hour in the steam room, if you know what I mean. Whee! Oh,
disgusting.
No,
All I
not
think
that.
of now when you say steam room is the one where you went in and it was just an enclosure like a zoo, and everyone was watching.
When did I? Oh my god! I had no idea. I'm not going to go into detail on that. If you're a hardcore fan of the pod, you know what he's talking about. But yeah, I actually, George, I'd forgot about that. So thanks for reminding me. That's really great.
How the
thing
hell
to
did you
remember.
forget about that?
Oh God.
Good
Yes,
one.
we're doing that, and then I think we're going to go to Jeremy Clarkson's restaurant. Do you know the pub that he has in the Cotswolds?
Not Hawksmoor, Hawkston.
Is it not
Is
called
it?
like the dogs?
Because he's got
Dogs
Hawkston.
Farmer's Dog.
Farmer's
yeah,
Dog.
I think that's where we're going. It's like 15 minutes away from us, so I think we're going to go there for dinner.
Oh, nice. But his lager is called Hawkston, right?
Yes, it is,
That's
and
what it
they
is.
sell that there. So
you're
I'm
going to have a
excited.
pint of squash?
Absolutely, I am. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful place here. I wish that I could show you our surroundings, but it would kind of ruin the vibe that we've got. But yeah,
What?
like, shall I just show you? I'll just show you.
You can show if you
I
want.
can show you, can't. Right, so this is where I don't want to reveal any like dirty underwear. Oh, you can't hear me, can you?
I can see in the
at
mirror.
This. Wow, this is literally our doorstep. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
This is literally our back garden right now. Like,
Well,
it is
we can't see it because you've taken
Yeah,
your.
no, I brought the camera with me. I brought the camera, so you
Okay.
can see it. In the edit, you'll be able to see it. Sorry, you were not able to see that, but you'll get the gist. But yeah, fun times, exciting week ahead for Georgie Clarke. Cannot wait. Please let me know the second that I can come to a live show, because you know that I will drop everything and be there sobbing front and center. I'll be wearing, oh my God, I'm going to have to... Do people wear like Team George t-shirts to something like that, or is that too far?
I think it's meant to be sort of unbranded, smart clothes.
So if I got a bespoke Team George suit made...
Maybe you'd
Perhaps.
get.
We'll see. But yeah, very excited. Good luck with all your training and everything this week.
Thank you.
And guys, as we mentioned, podcasts will be going live on Mondays now. And I think this one and next week's will be virtual, but after that we'll be in the studio as much as we can. Essentially, due to George's strictly schedule, we have to film on Sundays now, which obviously makes it more difficult for us to be in the same place. But usually our podcast is live and direct in the studio, so we'll try and make that happen as much as possible.
Yeah. I just punched my desk.
Dance is dangerous. Don't injure yourself, George. Look after yourself. What can they do if they enjoyed the episode, Georgie?
You can if you enjoyed and you are watching, give us a like, subscribe, bring that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. If you're listening, give us a 5-star rating, listen to us on the go, give us a download, etc.
And usually on the podcast, we do dilemmas. That's why it's called the Useless Hotline. We've not done it today, obviously, because we have a lot to catch up on. And it might be a bit difficult around Strictly season. However, why don't we use the email for you to send in questions maybe about Strictly? If people want to do that. I think that could be a nice little segment.
Send in dilemmas, send in questions, send in whatever the hell you want. We'll look at it.
Yeah,
Don't send
so
in
do
whatever
that.
the hell you want.
Yeah, please don't. Just keep it to Strictly or Dilemmas, please. But the Useless Hotline podcast at gmail.com would be the place to send those if you could. And that would actually be a nice little segment, I think. Well, until next time, stay useless, baby.
Until next time, keep watching or listening.
Dancing. Da, 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 da.